How do I do calculation questions? This is a very important question to answer, and it covers both Year 11 and Year 12 physics all the way through to the HSC. Here are the steps to answering a calculation question. Firstly, data. Write down all the known variables with the correct units that are SI. Work out what you need to find as an answer to the question, and if necessary, draw a diagram. Secondly, formula. Look at your data sheet, look at your formula sheet, work out which formula or formulae you are going to use. Write it down. Thirdly, substitute. Do this mechanically. Just replace a pronumeral with a number. Avoid the temptation to calculate in your head. Avoid the temptation to rearrange at this point. Do the substitution first. Fourthly, calculate. You may need to rearrange to make what you want to find the subject of the equation. And lastly, check the solution. Short acronym is MUDS. Check for magnitude, units, direction, and significant figures. Also check to see that the answer is a sensible, reasonable answer to the question. So here is a typical HSC physics question. A new transformer has been made with a partially laminated iron core and copper coils. The input AC source provides 440 volts and 3.0 amps to the primary coil. If the secondary coil measured a peak current of 5.7 amps and 220 volts, find the percentage efficiency of the transformer. Well, again, first thing we do is we write down the 5 steps for this equation. Firstly, data. Voltage in the primary is 440 volts. Current in the primary is 3 amps. Voltage in the secondary is 220 volts. Current in the secondary is 5.7 amps. And we want to find the percent efficiency. Second step, choose a formula. In this case, the formula sheet gives us VP IP equals VSIS. That is for a transformer of 100% efficiency. We don't have that in this case. So we look at power, and we look at the input power and the output power. So input power is VP IP equals 440 times 3 equals 1,320 watts. Output power, VSIS, equals 220 times 5.7 equals 1,254 watts. Now we need to work out the percentage efficiency. To do that, we form a fraction, power out over power in times 100, and put a percent sign. So 1254 over 1320 times 100% equals 95% to the nearest percent. Check the answer. Do we need MUDS? Well, the percent sign there is sort of like the units, the magnitude, units. We don't need a direction because it's not a vector. Significant figures are rounded it to the nearest percent, and that seems to be a reasonable answer. And that is how you answer a typical HSC calculation question.